West Bengal Governor CV Ananda Bose is now joining us live. Honorable Governor, really appreciate your time. After the scathing observation by the Calcutta High Court, are you hopeful for the justice for the victims of Sandeshkhali?
It's a square issue, squarely drawn. Any confusion about the arrest of the prime accused has been cleared by the Honorable High Court. Now it should be action. The culprit has to be apprehended. He has to be put behind bars.
So my question now is that now with this kind of observation by the Calcutta High Court, what will it take for the state government to really act? Did the cops actually shield the TMC accused here?
I am not for a spat with the elected government. I'm very focused, precise. I want the culprit to be arrested. I have written to my government. The arrest has to be made immediately. Within 72 hours, I have asked for a report. If that does not come by, I have the option to go and camp in Sandeshkhali till justice is given to my sisters there.
Okay, so Governor Ananda Bose, are you saying then that you have written to the Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee here, that the arrest of the main accused has to happen in the next 72 hours? There's a deadline or an ultimatum of sort. And would you say that there is a sense that her government and the police is in the know of the whereabouts of the accused?
I do not want to make it a personal matter between myself and my esteemed constitutional colleague, the Chief Minister. I am in government. Government has a responsibility to arrest the culprit. I have returned to government at the appropriate level and I expect the reply. Reasonable time will be given. I have given 72 hours to receive the report of the arrest. Otherwise, I will exercise my option of shifting my camp to Sandeshkhali till justice is done to my sisters there.
Okay, so would you say that there is a larger law and order concern also in the state of Bengal? Because in multiple cases in the last few months, we have seen that the cops have acted only after the courts have intervened.
I do not want to generalize on the law and order situation in the state. That I will make my own assessment and send my own report and my own recommendations at the appropriate time. Now, the focus is on Sandeshkhali and the victims there. The focus is on arresting one person. Let me remain there and see that action is done, not an alibi for inaction.
Okay, what about the victims? Will there be some attempt at rehabilitation as well, the victims of Sandeshkhali?
Of course, we have already launched a mission Sandeshkhali. It contains many action plans to ensure that the safety and security and the dignity and the honor of the women are protected.
Okay, since you're talking about an action plan, could you give us more details of that action plan, sir?
Well, it's a comprehensive action plan. There are action points for advocacy functions, for implementation of the law. There is also a provision to form a rapid action force to take immediate action when such complaints are received. Also, there is a proposal to provide self-defense training to the children, the women, setting up our fast-track courts to try the cases of atrocities against women. It's a 20-point program which forms the content of the proposed Sandeshkhali mission, which has already been launched in Bengal.
Okay, so in the run-up to elections, is there a fear that there could be some manipulation because poll violence has been a matter of concern in Bengal? Will you be writing to the Election Commission for seeking more deployment so that there is free and fair polls?
I do not want to anticipate trouble. I have the experience of the last Panchayat elections. I was in the field. Violence was there in many places. We tried to contain it to the extent possible. That culture still exists there. We will ward off any such instance in the coming election to the Lok Sabha. We are all alert. Whatever steps are to be taken will be taken. I, in my own humble way, will be with the people, will be in the field to act as a shield against violence. Violence has to be coffined and the last nail should be driven deep into that. That is the objective.
Okay, Governor Ananda Bose, let me put the focus back on Sandeshkhali. I want to understand from you, since you are saying that you have the option, or perhaps you will almost consider going to set up your base in Sandeshkhali if justice is not delivered, in the sense that if the arrest of the prime accused is not made. You have been monitoring this case for very long now. Is there a sense that the state government and the state police did go slow?
As a governor, my assessment of the functioning of the government, which is democratically elected, and its bureaucracy will remain confidential till it is exposed, but everything is not happy in the police functions in the state, particularly the volunteer service officers, whether it is IAS or IPS or other services. They are supposed to be objective, impartial, which I doubt some of them are not. I do not mean all of them. The highest norms of neutrality, which the volunteer service is supposed to maintain, is not there with some of the officers of the West Bengal, particularly in the police. That is my considered opinion, and action will be taken to restore the credibility of the volunteer services there.
All right, West Bengal Governor there, thank you so much for your time and thank you for speaking to NDTV.